Hi everyone, I just want us to look into the next week and look at some trade analysis for next week. However, I'm just looking at gold. Okay, let's quickly jump into the chart. So this is a gold chart. I'll try to go to the daily chart. So let's look at it from the daily. Okay, let's see weekly what's happening there. So on the weekly chart, you can see that the previous week was bullish. Last 2 weeks, sorry, was bullish, and then last week was bearish, close below the open of last week. So that was the expectation for the week. The expectation could be that this thing can move to fill here. You fill up all these places here. So let's look at daily and see what's happening there. So on the daily, you can see that this side was broken. This neckline was broken, and then this demand zone here rejected price previously. So price was rejected here previously. However, there are several other demand zones here and here that were not mitigated. So we have one here, one here. Let me just put a line there. One here and one here. Now let's look at 4 hour. And therefore we consider this particular demand zone was mitigated. So I'm going to take it out, because when you even compare it with this breaker block, the breaker block was already mitigated. So that is out. Now what's here is this breaker block and this demand zone. So I'll leave it here like this. Let's go on our 1 hour, sorry. So let's try to draw structure. Higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So we expect a lower high and then maybe a lower low. So with our lower high, you're expecting that it will use the supply zone here. Okay, now let's look at it here. When you look at all this side, the candlestick was saying a story here. So you notice that anytime the pair comes here, it's rejected, meaning that there are a lot of buys here at this side. So anytime it comes here, it get rejected. Now there is this candle that have crossed through the buy here. However, there are still rejections here, which I think will show better on a smaller time. So you can see that there was a rejection here in the past, rejection here, and right now there is an engulfing candle to the upside. So what will I be expecting then? This is a very strong bearish candle on the 1 hour. This candle is a very strong candle on the 1 hour, and this is our supply zone. These are supports, the next support zone. Followed by this, and followed by this. Now my expectation is that this thing will move and touch the support zone. However, I will be expecting that a candle will come out and move to this side. So I'll be expecting something like this to this side before, if there is going to be any move to this side, we will now observe what will happen around this place. So when the market open, I would be waiting. At the moment it looks very bearish, so I'll just wait for a pullback to this zone here, and then I'll be able to pick a trade. However, you can move to a smaller time to see what's happening there. So if you're interested in picking the buy straight up, which is not ideal, I would rather wait for maybe a sell around this area here. So when market opens, there should be maybe something like this. However, you have to wait for a confirmation candle to be in the trade. Something like this, not too bad, because this thing is just coming down. So it will be wise for us to just follow the trend. So not too bad. This is my analysis on gold, but however, this is 3 minutes. If it hits the red line, I'll wait to see what will happen before proceeding. So peace out and have a wonderful week.